Summer here with me at our Beats One LA studios. How you guys doing?
Bonjour.
Good. What's up?
Last time I talked to you guys, you had just dropped your album Youngblood, your first project in 3 years at the time. It went #1, which is huge. That had to have been really exciting, taking that time off and then coming back and just having so much success with that album.
Yeah, can't say we weren't worried taking a long time off.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
It was a very big relief to have it out, and then it was an even bigger relief to see that people enjoyed it.
You guys obviously went and toured the album as well. What was that like? Because obviously it had been quite some time since you guys had been on the road as well.
Long.
Was it fun to get back out there and kind of see the fans, see the reaction to the new music and kind of the new lane?
We did something really interesting where we went back to playing really, really small venues on the first tour that we did after we released our first single, and we started playing it's like 500 cap rooms and stuff like that. That was really, really, really small. And I can't even explain how weird it is for a band to go from playing such massive rooms to jumping back into that, because it was like, there was like a passion that was kind of ignited amongst our fans, which was like incredible. And it was incredible to see them like camping outside the shows.
That's
and
amazing.
Like waiting for that. And it made us feel like reinvigorated and ready to kind of promote that again.
We hadn't had an album in so long, or music out in a long time. It felt like we had to start the band. And internally, even in the year leading up, we're starting the band again.
Yeah.
And that's why the whole sound was different.
In that time off, we had to basically rediscover and be truthful to each other about the artists we've become and all these things. And we actually explored that visually in the concept for the Easier music video. So the burning icons and the burning images of the band are basically rebirthing the whole group.
Oh, that's amazing.
As individual artists, and that's why we use the iconography for each band member. And it's showing whoever digs into that video that we understand that the band is totally different. We understand that the motivations for the music, it's different. And we understand that we're totally different people. And if you're willing to come along for the ride, then we understand that it's all a big change up.
Yeah.
I think a lot of bands tend to shy away from the individual artistry within, and I think it's something that should be almost celebrated. There's such different dynamic between even the relationships between two of us or three of us or all four of us. It's all different. To be able to capitalize on, all the strengths and all the weaknesses that we have just creates a greater band.
A lot of people just understand the romantic approach towards our new single, but is it easier to stay? Is it easier to go? Also says to me that, were we going to break up or are we going to remain making music together?
100%. This is what I love about the song, by the way. It sounds like 5 Seconds of Summer, but just in a different lane. And it definitely has like a Charlie Puth aspect to it.
Yeah.
Which is really exciting for me to hear.
Yeah.
I love when artists come together to collaborate and you get
and you can
this
hear
blended sound of I love that.
Yeah.
So how did that happen with this track?
I don't know if people know just how good Charlie is as a musician. He has perfect pitch, and he can play anyone that I have ever met.
I think Charlie Puth has the potential to be comparative to a guy called Jeff Lynne from ELO. And he was a guy back in the day who used to produce people like Roy Orbison, Tom Petty, but he also had his own band, Electric Light Orchestra. Charlie's exploration with other artists and production, I think, is going to make him a legendary type of guy. Historically speaking, when I look back in 20 years, knowing that we worked with him, I think that's an incredible thing. And I think he has incredible potential with other artists.
Did you guys learn anything from him in the studio, or was there anything because whenever you work with certain songwriters or producers or artists, I feel like there's always something you can kind of take away?
I mean, we're always learning, even working with just songwriters and producers like Andrew and Ali, always learning. And Ryan Tedder with his, crazy melodical stuff.
It blows my mind that he can go and write hit songs for so many artists and then still be able to be I'm still going to write a hit song for One Republic and we'll just kill it.
Ryan is actually terrible at just staying still. He's always on the move.
It's the one thing he's bad at.
And his energy is, him and Andrew Watt together is a powerhouse combination.
It's very impressive that he can go and write songs with Adele, and then as the music industry changes, he'll have a song with the Jonas Brothers or a song with us.
On our next single, he has a band instinct as well. He understands the pre-existing songs that a group has, and he understands from some other place where the next song should be and what it should sound like.
Are you guys going to work more with Charlie Puth? How is this shaping up as far as just kind of working in the studio and getting together what you want for this next project to follow up Youngblood?
I think it's cool. I think I would love to work with Charlie again.
Yeah.
But on this current record, this is the only one.
Yeah.
Ryan, we've written a couple songs with him, which is awesome. We're pretty far into this album. I would say it's 92% finished.
So pretty much there.
That's exciting, especially because you guys were obviously inspired and you found like your sound and what you want right now. Because 3 years off is quite some time.
All of that work up time to Youngblood, the album and the song, kind of, it felt like we're still in that world, but then just pushing it a bit further with this album, if that makes sense.
Of course.
Like we did put in the work and figured out who the band was, so it's a bit easier to move forward, pun intended.
Bam.